Hello everyone, Praise here, and welcome to another Let's Play series of Metroid Other M. You were probably secretly hoping that it was going to be Metroid Dread. I can see through your lies. That's a bad way to start a series. We're going with it anyway. So Metroid Other M. Before the series that I had on this channel, that is Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, and at some point in the future, Metroid Dread, I had not beaten a single Metroid game. Well, I lied about that statement a little bit. I have played a vast majority of Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. I just couldn't figure out how to beat the final boss. But this is the Metroid game that I not only have beaten, but I have also 100%ed. So some people may say, why would you do this to yourself? And to which I say, I was trying on Metroid. I didn't know if I would like the series or not. Anyway, now I do know this game has a bad rap for its story. And I will agree with you that the story kind of sours the game overall. But something to take into this game that I've pieced together as time has gone on, and something that I want you guys to remember as you're watching this is, this game takes place between Metroid 2 and Super Metroid. Like, it goes end of Metroid 2, boom. Or it goes end of Metroid, or it goes ends of Metroid 2, Return of Samus, right into this game, and then when this game ends, it goes boom right into Super Metroid. Though this game is considered not fully canon. But why do I tell you that? It's because at least a personal thing with this game, I feel, and again, it's been like 10 plus years since I played this, so I could be wrong in anything I'm saying right now. A personal feeling I have with this game is that timeline-wise, I feel like Samus isn't quite the bounty hunter that she is known as currently. Still having a few flaws in herself, and not quite the quote-unquote badass that people are used to seeing. Now I say all that, and we'll dive more into that as time goes on. I just wanted to give that preface before we go in, because some people give this game a bad rap, and, well, various reasons. Well, there are some obvious reasons for it. Now, my save data is here. As you can see, yes, I have 100% of the game. I may have to blur out a couple things. Maybe not. Anyway. Well, let's dive on into this game. I could play on hard mode, but I don't hate myself that much, especially considering I have not played this game for 10 years. Also, this is the first Metroid game that has voice acting of any kind, and to a large extent. I could also be wrong in this statement because I want to say, because the Prime series came before this game, but I don't know if the Prime series have voice acting because I have not played the Prime series.
Why am I still alive? The baby. time to go.
Okay, Samus. Everything's normal.
I awoke to the familiar voice of a quarantine officer.
Let's try sitting up, huh? Slowly now.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the hyper beam, which was given to me somehow by the baby, I laid Mother Brain to waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed planet Zebes, along with the remains of Mother Brain, the space pirates, and my long-standing nemesis, Ridley, and the baby.
Come on, Samus. Let's go next door.
Right, let's get started. Ready for a quick test, Samus? Let's start with a little warm-up. Try a charge beam for me.
Okay, so while I interject here, so I guess the opening story made what I said false, and I'm gonna probably correct that in editing, but I guess it takes place immediately after Super Metroid. Anyway, we'll be getting. This is basically a tutorial to kind of get us used to all of Samus's controls.
Charge beam, just the way I like it. Okay, morph ball next.
So we're gonna get used to some of Samus's arsenal and weaponry here quick. It's kind of a tutorial stuff from
Go
earlier
ahead and drop
years.
some bombs.
So.
Okay, get out of morph ball mode and return to normal.
So this is kind of a slow roll into the beginning.
Perfect, Samus. All right, stand in the middle of the room.
Here's the middle of the room. I'm in the middle of the room.
Surprised? From there, kick climb to work your way up.
So we still have some Metroid staples,
Like
of, you know,
that, Samus.
of wall jumping and whatnot that are in here, but it's a...
Let's invite some of your pals.
Can we not? Oh, hey, gamers. I think they're gamers anyway. So, at least control-wise, this game is I'm remembering it's a little bit rougher than I remember it being. I remember having a lot easier time when I first played this game.
Let's check your reaction time. Here come some beams. Dodge them.
Okay.
Okay, those are the moves I remember.
Okay, yeah, we have a quick dodge. I did remember this, actually. I didn't remember actually using this,
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't
how that
remember.
feels.
I don't remember any of this stuff. Oddly enough.
Next, how about a missile test? Use concentration to replenish your missile supply.
Okay. Oh, press and hold A. Interesting.
One of your pesky buddies is lurking here somewhere. Find him for me, huh?
Where are you looking? Sorry, I have to like remember where it is. I have to remember where my sensor bar is because it's not right in front of me where I'm playing. Oh, there you are.
Why not say hello with a missile?
Hello.
Looks like you ticked him off.
Yeah, I don't remember the comet being this weird.
So you plan
This-
to just sit there when something grabs you?
Yeah, I don't remember the comet being this weird. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't remember any of this, by the way. I remember a lot less of this game than it's trying to do right now. Also, but I remember this.
A power bomb.
I remember this though.
This area is well fortified, so don't hold back.
So hey, power bombs are already in this game. Not you don't have to wait for them at all. It's just power bombs are here.
Allow adequate room around you during power bomb.
Well, I hope.
Samus,
Oh.
that's it for the test.
Well, I hope you enjoyed power bombs because you will not see them for a long time again.
How well you've held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave me.
Right, you're due in the meeting room. The big dogs are waiting. I gave your suit a polish so you'd be at least somewhat presentable.
Not even a fragment. None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby. Never. The finality of it struck me once again. Mission completed. The planet Zebes was annihilated, and all Metroids were exterminated. A simple report, almost dull even, but it felt momentous to me. I don't know how much time passed since then. Days went by in their quiet way, and people's recollections of Metroids and space pirates grew nebulous over time, relegated to a past concern of the galactic communities. Nothing more than a faded memory. Codename Baby's Cry. A common SOS with the urgency of a baby crying. The nickname comes from the fact that the purpose of the signal is to draw attention. The signal was coming from a remote part of space. I altered the course of my ship as if this detour had already been part of my flight plan. Baby's cry. It was as though it was crying specifically for me.
So, I'm going to tell you right now that I think I understand why people were so upset at this game initially. Upset at this game when it initially came out. See, again, reminder, this was my first Metroid game, technically. This is technically my first Metroid game, so my introduction to the series was a little weird, and now that I've played a handful of the other games in the series, I see some glaring flaws. Namely, the voice acting. Oops. Anyway. So we have jump, we have shoot. Oddly enough, like a lot of this game is more akin to like NES Metroid controls, if that makes sense. Like there's not a lot of alternative movements. Also, I have to see something. I can't see something. Hold on.
Ah, fancy meeting you here, princess.
Remember me?
Anthony. There's only one person who calls me princess. And that person is Anthony Higgs of the Galactic Federation Army.
Haven't seen you since that last mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
Adam Malkovich, a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a trusted confidant, but also my former superior officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam. To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
The word he so obviously chose, outsider, pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped.
No dice. I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is out, and we can't get the barrier wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
And that's where I come in and say, oh, hey, look, I have a missile.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
And that, oh, I can't use, okay. So, and that's going to be a phrase you're going to hear a lot. So, this is going to be how the game handles you collecting the items, so to say. Anytime you see the Wiimote go up, is I'm using air quotes, just know that. So anytime you see Adam has not authorized or has authorized, that's locking and unlocking your grid. Because at this point, Samus has access to her entire arsenal. When she's authorized to it, at least. So it's going to be a slow roll to start here, but just bear with it. I do, at least, hopefully my nostalgia doesn't ruin things, but I do remember that. I do remember this game has a little more enjoyment in it than I have initially planned, because oddly enough, the gameplay of this game is pretty solid. The story and a lot of other stuff around it, pretty abysmal. Anyway, it wants me to look at something here. It wants me to look at something in this room. I gotta remember where or what. There we go. There we go. It wants to open the door, but I'm pretty sure there's something that we can do in the floor here, should I have access to the ability to shoot things up. I'm pretty sure that, if I remember right, that is our, I'm pretty sure that flash on the map is supposed to be our indication that we can do, something with, what is it? Or that's supposed to be our, hey, there is something in the room. There is something you can do here in this room. Also, I'll do a little bit of exploring here, but not too much, because I'll be honest, 100% collection, we don't need to worry about that too much till a point even after a finality point, if that makes sense. It's kind of dumb how 100% completion is factored into this. But yeah, like, gameplay-wise, it actually is a pretty solid game, but I will also say that for the purposes of this game and everything surrounding it, I want you guys to keep in mind that Nintendo gave the okay for this game to happen, but they didn't have hands in it. They didn't have hands in it, really. Most of this game was handled by Team Ninja. You probably know Team Ninja better as the team behind... Do I have Spring Ball? I have Spring Ball. Can't go in there. You probably know Team Ninja better for working on the Dead or Alive series. And I will tell you that with that in mind, there were plenty, and I mean plenty, of jokes growing when this game was announced to come out. That were basically, oh god, it's being handled by Team Ninja. There's gonna be will there be jiggle physics through her power suit? Yeah, that's But yeah, understand that those were very common jokes that were tossed around. So if you want to have a field day with that kind of stuff, please feel free to. It wasn't uncommon when this game was released. Anyway. I want to say... I'm not sure why that lad flashes there. Maybe it'll be something that will come back across later, or something, or the game will basically blatantly say, hey, by the way, this is the thing you need to do. Also, I'm pretty sure those red flashes mean there's a hostile in the area. Well, that worked. But I think I'm actually going to stop right about here. I know it's kind of been a pretty story-heavy initiation to this game. But again, it should get better. I remember a lot of things about this game that I actually did enjoy. A handful of the story segments being part of them, oddly enough. But we'll dive into what all that is in due time. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of Metroid Other M. And come back next time, we'll continue following the Galactic Federation crew. I'll see you folks then. Take care.